Newcastle United are back to winning ways, folks, as they defeat Southampton at St Mary's by 3-1 in a very interesting performance. They played some really good football at times, and yet again, though, they tend to switch off at the back, which kind of costs us at times. Didn't cost us the game today, but we have to cut that out from our game. There's no doubt about that. Hi, everybody. I'm Paul. Welcome back to the match reaction on the Toon Review YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. The big news before the game was that Fabian Schär gets the shout ahead of Sven Botman. So he goes back to what he knows best, the defensive partnership that has been since Botman was injured, of course, Fabian Schär and Dan Burn. Now, we started the game like we really meant business, like we had something to prove from last week's defeat, of course, to Bournemouth. You know, we really went at Southampton. Certainly the first 9 minutes, we had a couple of shots over the bar. We had some corners, and it really did look like Southampton couldn't get the ball off us. They were trying to get into our half. They were trying to hold on to the ball, but every time they did, we were winning it back, and winning it back really, really well. But then the sucker punch comes. A ball played down the right-hand side, and Dan Burn comes across to try and clear it. He falls on his backside. He keeps it in play, left foot, but it was a powder puff of a touch. The cross comes in, and absolutely nobody, and I mean nobody, is marking Bednarek, and he just says thank you very much and heads it into the bottom corner. Now, again, it's one of those occasions where we switch off defensively and it costs us. It didn't cost us the game, but it cost us. And, you know, we have to eradicate this from our game because, you know, we know against the better sides, if we give the ball away like that all the time and switch off defensively like that, even a brief lapse of a second, and you're punished in the Premier League. It doesn't matter who you're against. You are punished. And we were punished there. And then the next 5 minutes, we looked really, really shaky. We just couldn't get the ball. We were sloppy. We were giving it away. Adam Armstrong then has a really good shot on the edge of the box, which is straight down to Dubravka's throat. He held it really well. But then we spring into life. We put a lovely move together, which sees Isak go into the penalty box. He's just about to strike it, and across comes Aribo and brings him down. Now, how on earth anybody can look at that incident and say it wasn't a penalty? Seriously get your eyes tested, because he stops Isak from shooting. He doesn't get the ball. He trips him up. He puts his leg across him. It's a blatant penalty as you're ever going to see. But as usual, what happens now in football is that if a penalty's given, there is all sorts of controversy around it. The fact that VAR took so long before they sent the referee to the screen was a joke. You could see from the two angles, really, the side on and then the other one behind the goal, you could clearly see that it was a foul. Anybody could see it. I actually thought it was a foul when I was watching it in real time anyway. I didn't see anywhere that Aribo got the ball, and it was proved right. Referee goes to the screen and gives a penalty. But why it takes so long, I have no idea. And this is the criticism that VAR get all the time. Yes, the decision in the end was right, and we all want the right decision. There is no doubt in my mind about that. We all want the right decision as football fans. But the fact that it took so bloody long, it was blatantly a penalty. Just send the referee to the screen, give the penalty, get on with the game. Isak kept his cool, as he normally does. Lovely penalty, sent McCarthy the wrong way. It's 1-1. And from then on, we looked absolutely dominant. We really did. We put some lovely football together. We had opportunities. McCarthy was making saves left, right and centre. And then a brilliant bit of play from Jacob Murphy. Picks the ball up on the right, cuts inside, dips his shoulder to go around his man. He plays a really, really hard pass into Isak. Now, he had to play it hard because of the gap that was there. Isak, just a lovely touch with his left foot, and then guides the ball into the corner. It was an absolute world-class finish. A lovely move. And again, another assist for Jacob Murphy, who, again, provides yet again. And, you know, well done to him. Brilliant pass, brilliant finish. So we go into one at half-time. Southampton have a little bit of a rally at the end of the first half. But listen, you're going to expect that. And like I said earlier in the video, it doesn't matter who you're playing in the Premier League or where they are. They will still try, especially when they're at home, to get something out of the game. And they did push us at the end of the second half for the last 5 minutes or so to try and get on level terms. It didn't happen. second half starts, we don't seem to wake up very quickly. And Southampton get a corner. It's brought across. Dubravka comes out. I think Byrne gets in his way a little bit. He doesn't get much on the punch. Harwood Bellis with a fantastic overhead kick. But what a reflex save that is from Dubravka, by the way. Absolutely superb save. Tips it over the bar. And a minute later, for me, the goal of the match. Long ball up. Isak with a lovely little shoulder pass to Anthony Gordon. Gordon lets it drop on the volley. Little side volley to send Tonali clear. No Southampton player picks Tonali up. Tonali clean through on goal. And then just look how calm he is. He looks at the goalkeeper. He takes his time and then he rifles it into the bottom corner. It was a brilliant, brilliant goal because nobody picked Tonali up. But the fact that Isak and Gordon in cahoots like that, Gordon's vision to spot the run of Tonali as well and play a perfectly weighted pass through. It was a wonderful goal. Absolutely brilliant. And then, for me, we do what we do best. We've got a very busy schedule coming up, certainly in February. Massive games coming up in next month. And we manage the game. Not to the standard that we have in the past. We give Southampton a couple of opportunities, don't get me wrong, but we did still look like we could hit them on the break and score goals. Jacob Murphy cuts inside, left foot shot. McCarthy gets a fingertip onto it to put it onto the post. It's a brilliant save. Or else that's 4-1. We have other opportunities as well. And you just know that Southampton, they have to come at us. They have to come at us because they're 3-1 down at home in the Premier League. They've got 6 points this season. They are desperate for everything. So they're going to push us as hard as they can. But I think we, once again, just showed that we can manage the game. We can see the game out and see it out really well. But, 6 minutes to go is my biggest gripe of the game. Is when McCarthy plays a long ball over the top. Fabian Schär ducks out the way. I don't know why he did it. I don't know whether he got a shout. And if he did get a shout, then something clearly not right there. But he lets the ball come over the top of him. And Fernandes just finds himself clean through on goal. And Byrne and Livramento, those two look at each other and think, well, I don't know whether they're looking at each other to say, why Schär left that, or we can't get back now to take Fernandes on. He goes on and scores. And again, another life-wasting VAR check, which takes forever. Why they don't just put the lines across? And then they had the audacity, once the line had put across and said it was offside, they then went back to try and check if Fabian Schär had actually touched the ball as he got out the way of it. And I kind of, you sneaky bastards trying to do that, really see if it took a slight deflection off Fabian Schär, which then would have played, of course, Fernandes offside. He didn't touch it, and the goal was ruled out. But had that goal stood and Southampton got back in the game, anything can happen in the last part of the match. Suddenly their tails are up, they're fired up again. They've got an opportunity to try and come and get an equaliser. It's again just these little defensive lapses that can seriously cost us and needs to be eradicated from the game. Fabian Schär for me, he's just not as switched on as he used to be. I don't think he played particularly badly today. I thought he did okay. But you can't, as a Premier League defender, switch off like that for the briefest moment, because it doesn't matter who you're playing, that you will be punished. And I've said it before in the video, you will be punished. And we got away with one there. Southampton, look, they were very plucky today. I said it in commentary. I think they did their team proud today, those Southampton players, because when they went 3-1 down, it would have been very easy for them just to drop their heads and say, sod this, we're losing another game. They didn't stop, and that's a credit to them. I think the amount of fans that left that ground early was disgraceful, and I called the Newcastle fans out for doing the same against Bournemouth last week. Look, many people have to go for buses and things, I understand, but not half the bloody stadium, right? Not half the stadium. Those Southampton players did not deserve that much of an empty stadium at the end of the game, because I thought they really gave it their all today and didn't drop their heads. So well played, Southampton, on that. However, for us, it's job done, and it's on to the very, very difficult month of February. Fulham next at St James's Park, and then it all kicks off with the big teams and the Carabao Cup semi-final, the FA Cup as well. So we've got all that to look forward to. So the games are going to come thick and fast, so I think Eddie will take this week just to rest the players again and some more training as well, and then go at it again on Saturday and into the month of February. But all in all, I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased with the performance, apart from little switches off here and there, which I'm sure Eddie will pick up on and try and eradicate when they go back into training. He will watch the game back meticulously anyway to make sure that there's those little things are put right. But all in all, some of the football we played today was breathtaking. Bruno was fantastic. Tonali, just out of this bloody world. Out of this world. Isak, incredible. You know, we know we've got the players that can win big games, and let's just hope we keep these guys fit. It looks like Miggy was getting a goodbye from the fans at the end of the game. Look, I've been one of Miggy's biggest critics. I don't think he's good enough to play for Newcastle United, but look, I don't know the guy personally, and I do really wish him well if he's moving back to Atlanta. I hope he finishes his career off in style, and thank you for being part of Newcastle United for so long. Thank you. And you deserve a nice send-off like that. And it's time to move on, as football does. But listen, brilliant win today. Back on winning terms. And let's hope that this is the start of another fantastic run in the Premier League. But thank you very much for watching. We're back Sunday night at 7 o'clock live for the actual match review, where we'll take on the player ratings and we'll take a more deep dive into the game itself, discuss all the talking points. So join us there. But if you have enjoyed the video, as usual, give it a thumbs up, guys. Very important to the channel that we keep those coming in so that we stay in the search results when people are looking for Newcastle United content. And of course, if you're new and you like what you see on the channel, please consider subscribing. It is free to do so. And if you do, make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss any uploaded videos or live shows. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your weekend, folks. It's Southampton 1, Newcastle 3. We're now up to 4th, pending Chelsea's game tonight. But listen, we're back on. Hopefully a winning run starts. Thanks for watching. See you soon.